Morning. It's an unusual day for me, this Friday. Finger bandage. Still no nest. I've had today off work because, as well as doing this very childish hobby, I also quite like computer games, and I particularly like Battlefield. So Battlefield 6 launches today. So as a 50-year-old man, I've had the day off work to play a computer game. Annoyingly, it doesn't actually launch until 4 o'clock tonight in the UK, and I've got kids and a missus, so they're probably going to come home at about the time it actually launches. So a complete waste of time booking the day off. But there you go. Not a complete waste, because look, the MT8, my favourite. This is my second one. I've got 3 of these. One's in bits, one's this, and one's like a speedrunner. This one is as strong as I could make it for as cheap as possible. So it's got stock servo. I've had to just replace this plastic steering Ackerman thing. That's been original for about, oh god, I can't remember when I bought this. I bought it Christmas, maybe 2 Christmases ago, second hand, but it was like new, and that plastic thing has never broken. I've broken it once, just broke it. Stock servo, never changed it. Stock motor, stock ESC, stock gearing. This is completely, as far as the electrics there, standard. I've got a Dumbo RC radio, because the stock radio is not very good, so I have got a Dumbo RC radio. But otherwise, arms, turnbuckles and hubs all round are upgraded. Turnbuckles are Armour 6S turnbuckles. Arms are RPM. I've got the RPM front bit. My little mod on the struts, these bearings, they're off the wheels. You get 2 of these per wheel, and you can use them to toughen up that, strengthens the plastic collar. So on the suspension, I put extra rubber bump stops. I hope you can see them there. Look, that seems to make these last longer. Just put a brand new one on, actually. Last time I brought this out, I ripped a hinge pin out. Oh, and I've got the rear block. That's an important one. That saves you a lot of aggro. That one there, Red Cat, that aluminium thing in there. I hope you can see it. So Red Cat hubs all round. Armour turnbuckles. Red Cat hinge pin on the back. Rest of it, stock. And it's a beast. It's quite small. It's probably the size of a 1/10. It's about similar, I'm trying to think. It's similar, if not smaller, than an Outcast. Metal chassis, 6S capable. Out the box, as they say, out the box. I think a lot of people run it on 4S, which is just a waste of time, isn't it? Why do that? I don't. Oh. So this can do a triple off the sand, not the ramp, just the sand. Impossible, I hear you say. Just you wait. Stock gearing, which I think is an 11-tooth pinion. Maybe 1148 on this. Mod 1. But yes, small pinion. But obviously on 6S. Very powerful. And pretty much hated by everyone, this, except for people who kind of know what they're on about, I suppose. I don't mean to sound like an arse when I say that, but Razor RC had it as his #1 radio controlled car of, I think, 2023. And obviously he knows his stuff. AJ Jam rates it. So yeah. Who else has had one recently? Canadian guy, nice guy. Jason Perrin. He's got one, loves it. So if you get the chance to pick one up, because I think they've stopped making them now. But if you get the chance to pick one up, do so, because they drive brilliant. And with a little bit of mods, you've got a real beast. Just getting my eye in. It's just pulling slightly when I accelerate. That seems all right. I think I've got an earplug in the middle of this. Rest of the diffs, it's got 3 diffs. The rest of the diffs are stock, so it handles nice. Not keen on that being there. So it handles nice, and it's always been nice to drive. It's ever so nicely weighted, and when you roll it, whatever they've done with the gearing, it just freewheels. It's so lovely, like the diffs. You never have an issue with the diff. Never done a diff on one of these. You never lose the mesh, because it's got a 3-point aluminium mount, 1 from below, 2 from the top, so you never lose mesh. It's just a really good, honestly, if you do get a chance to pick one up and you don't mind doing a bit of work, they're great. I wouldn't say otherwise if I didn't mean it. I wouldn't say otherwise. I wouldn't say it unless I meant it. Right, here we go. Yeah. So securing the battery with some of the Velcro didn't work then, did it? Because it meant I lost quite a lot of grip. Right, let's hope we're not going to have another one of these days where I can't keep a battery in a car. Had enough of that. Till the day. 20 piece of junk. Right. Come on. I've eliminated one disconnect there, look. Let's get her landed. That was horrible. It's hitting the ramp. It's hitting the ramp and trying to pitch forward for some reason. Not sure why. It's like going into an auto front flip. When she goes, she really goes. That was a lot. How many do you think that was? Did you see it then? Just veer off. Now, body's had its chips. Might improve the airflow. So there's not many cars that will do that. Whatever that was, I think it was a quad. But there isn't many RCs that can, you know, stock this is. It's just twitching as it comes down there. It's just twitching to the left. I don't know why that is. It's quite annoying. It seems to just veer off to the left. Okay, here we go. Can counter for that. Yeah, there aren't many that can do this. That's what I mean with this truck. If you haven't had one, get one, because you can get them cheap now, because I think people just sell them because they think they're crap. And they aren't. They are not. They are not. I had my Notorious. I think I brought it in maybe twice, if not 3 times, and I bent the chassis. And now I've had 3 of these, and I've bent 1 chassis in 3 years. And that's with them going 70 odd mile an hour on a speed run and crashing it. That's when I bent the chassis. That's coming out. So forget all your EXB and all that nonsense. This is a 4mm aluminium chassis. They never disclose what it's made of, but it's not the mythical 70-75, but it is quite short wheelbase, and it would appear to be a very strong chassis. Don't get me wrong, you can bend it, but it didn't, you know, these didn't cost a lot. These aren't an expensive RC. And there was no boasting about it being EXP or anything like that. Nasty hits, but she seems alright. What a beast. Something doesn't look right at the back. Let's bring her back. Will she reverse? Popped off. Oh, quick. Quick to the trolley. Take off these caps, quite annoying. Please let me be able to take them off. Gotcha, little bastard. Everyone hates them, I think they're great. Tool doesn't fit, even better. Just about got it, yeah. Oh shit. Right. Yeah, that's a good one. Just bear with me. Which is the easiest one? I think it's this one because it's a captured nut just inside there, whereas that top one I'd need a some grips to hold the nut. Well, mind you, I've got that little tool, but I don't think it's got small enough. No, it hasn't. So that should allow me to get that out. Yep, get that in. I tell you what, you're seeing another side of me, aren't you? With all this wrenching. Can do it, you know. Occasionally. I love working on this car. It's ever so straightforward. I've got a soft spot for it. Doesn't really like the height, if I'm honest. It doesn't particularly like this height coming off this ramp. It's probably just a little bit, because it's quite a heavy truck. It's probably just a little bit much for it. As I say, you can do triples off a little tiny mound. I've got them in some of my old videos. With hardly any lift at all, it'll do a triple. It's a mental little car, and then it's not landing from very high, and it doesn't do it much damage. But I have found with this KCRC ramp, which is why I don't bring it out very often with the KCRC ramp, is the height it gets. Perhaps doesn't do it much good. When it's landing from maybe just that little bit higher up, it is more likely, I find, am I throwing a pin? How's that come out again? What's going on there? Is that the same one or a different one? Is that the same one? Jesus Christ, has it done both? It must have done, because that's so tight. I must have thrown both rear pins out. Bloody hell. Sorry about that. Another fun-filled video. Come on. Come on. Never lost both at the same time before. I don't know if that's something to be particularly proud of. Come on. Just got to line that up. It's full of grit and shit. So the shape of the arm, it's got a hexagon at the end, so it tightens that nut up for you. As long as you get the thread on, you're laughing. That's that on. That on. Serrated 17mm nut supplied from factory. So I must have somehow blown both rear CVAs off, which is a first. Now the motor does get red hot on this, even with the stock gearing, so it should have cooled down a bit now. I actually put a rocket fan on the ESC this morning, so the ESC has got a bit of a better fan. It's a smaller it's a smaller fan than it actually comes with. It comes with, I forget what it is. Is it 35mm? The bigger one, like you'd expect, a bigger fan. But it's the crap stock one. So I've swapped it for a much smaller. Swapped it for a much smaller rocket fan. Why is that spitting that out? Oh. Let me show you why. Because of that. So the whole tower has come up, look. That was 10 minutes watching me put them back on that you could have spent far more productively elsewhere. So that heavy, I think it landed on its arse, didn't it? That heavy or turd, that turd's still there, look. Fucking hell. How have I not run through that? So yeah, so what I've done is I've took the whole shock tower off, look, from the top of the case. That's a good one. See the diff in there? Yeah, it snapped the whole diff case. Bit like it did to the armour of the wheat. That did a similar snap. Look at that. What a beast. But I've got that many spares for this, you wouldn't believe it. I think I could build another car. But that landing has literally snapped that clean up. So for me, that's no drama. I'll have loads of them. Parts aren't dear anyway. Loads of breakers with them. So I think I'll have to review the footage, but I think we've got a quad out of that, if not two. So this joins an elite team of one, because I think I've only ever had, this is the only car I think I've ever managed to and landed a quad. So there we go. MT8. If you get the chance and you like mental stunt trucks that can destroy themselves, pick one up on trainers, no people, trolley, Deuce machine hat, whatever they are. Very American. Finger bandage, quite mild. Battlefield 6 tonight. Put in the comments if you play it, and I'll see you on the battlefield. Adios. Adios, mon Dieu.